Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your emergency meeting on Manchester United versus Sheffield United in the Premier League at Old Trafford. We won the game tonight, but we need to talk about the goals we conceded. It's nowhere near good enough against the worst team in the Premier League. While you are watching live, make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel as I do plenty of Manchester United videos. I do match reactions, player ratings, and also I do previews as well. I do football shirt reviews. I talk about F1. And please subscribe to my football channel, where it's a channel I talk about loads of different football teams. Link is pinned on top of the live chat. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about why I'm not happy still with the amount of goals we conceded. Tonight, I thought our best player on the pitch was no doubt the captain. Well, I'm actually going to say his name tonight, Bruno Fernandes, because he's been playing very well recently. So, yeah, I reckon he's going to be getting a very high rating. We're also going to do player ratings as well. So, yeah, an action-packed show tonight. Like I said, if you are a Manchester United fan, make sure you are subscribing to this channel, because obviously I do loads of Manchester United videos. This channel is only 4 subscribers away from 900, so it'd be great if you could subscribe to this channel, as it helps my channel out an awful lot, and it shows you are enjoying my content. So, right, I thought tonight 21 was very poor. He had a very poor game. I'm not surprised he got substitutes. I thought Christian Eriksen was very poor. Start of the game, we dominated, but just could not take our chances. And what happens? Mr. Banana, Andre Onana, he did a bad kick, and guess what happened after he done a bad kick? Sheffield United fucking took the lead. Nowhere near sustainable whatsoever. You're playing against the worst team in the Premier League, and you're still fucking conceding 2 goals. It's nowhere near good enough. I'm fuming about that. While I'm happy we won the game, any Manchester United fans are surely not happy with the amount of goals we conceded. If you're happy with that, then you need to have good words of yourselves. You really do. Because from the standards of this football club, you expect to keep a clean sheet or not letting any goals at all. It's as simple as that. So, yes, you can use the excuse again. Oh, because we got injuries. That's why we've had to rotate the squad, Mr. Joshy J. It's just like, so jarring listening to these excuses. And half the time tonight, the bald fraud just stood in the dugout and showed no personality whatsoever. This manager is one of the most boring managers ever. But he's in the final, Mr. Joshy J. He's got you to cup final. He won your trophy last season. You should back him. You should be happy. This and that. And what? And what? Half the time tonight, that was so pragmatic again. Passing sideways and that. But you got the job done, Mr. Joshy J. What's there to complain about? I'll tell you what there's to complain about. Going behind and then going behind again in the second half after equalising. That's what's there to complain about, because, I don't trust these players one bit. Not one bit do I trust in these players. They should be on crime watch half the time. It's just like absolutely criminal. So I'm not getting giddy about this win tonight, because at the end of the day, it is against the worst team in the league. We made mistakes and they made mistakes as well. Thankfully, this time it went in our favour, but I'm not impressed one bit that happened tonight. Yes, you can be happy we got the 3 points. Great, that's the number one aim in elite sport, is to win the match and aim for the trophy. So against the worst team in the Premier League, conceding 2 goals. You know your team is in big, big trouble. That there is a crisis at this football club. So, yep, this is why I'm just remaining cautious. We got Burnley next. I mean, that's not going to be an easy game because obviously they're another team fighting relegation. But come on, you're at Old Trafford, man. You expect to steamroll these teams. But it doesn't matter how many goals you score, Mr. Joshy J, as long as you win the game. Oh, get in the bin, yeah. Seriously, get in the bin. And La Bazara. Yep. Ia de puta. Smash the likes and let's get this channel up to near 1,000 subscribers because we're not too off from 1,000 subscribers now. But yeah, like I said tonight, there's still some very, very poor performances. We will discuss those in the player ratings. The starting lineup, was I happy with the starting lineup? I wasn't happy to see 21 starting because he's come out today and gave out a load of PR bollocks about why he taunted the Coventry City players. It's just like, again, a load of rubbish. He should not have started this game. He should have been heavily punished. Right, you motherfucker, you're on the bench, or you dropped from the lineup altogether after the treatment you gave to the opposition. You're representing one of the world's most elite football clubs, and you're fucking behaving like that. No way should he be given a free pass, 21. I'm absolutely seething at 21 still. I'm coming out, tweeting that on Twitter. All for PR bollocks, honestly. Big up to my subscriber, Hayden Cox, for sending me that on Facebook Messenger earlier on. I was fuming when I saw that. Nowhere near acceptable. A player who does that should be just dropped from the lineup altogether. Put kids on the bench. Obviously, it was good to see that kids come on, that 18-year-olds get a debut. He came on for Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund went off, and the 18-year-old Whittaker came on, and I thought he did all right, to be honest. He touched the ball a couple of times, and obviously, Hamid Diallo came on as well. Don't think he was involved in too much, but, you know, we had so many chances in the first half before Sheffield United scored that goal, before Mr. Banana made that mistake. We should have been fucking out of sight, but it just goes to show that we're not clinical enough half the time. And I thought Razas, again, was quite poor until he scored that goal. I'm not going to lie, but once he scored the goal, it was very, very good that he scored that goal, just to give him a bit of confidence, because since coming back from injury, he's not quite looked the same, has he? Let's have it right. Big up to Johnny Mimrals. I was watching his stream last night, and oh my goodness me. I wasn't watching it live, I was watching it after it was live, and he landed it. He landed the Mimrals. Absolutely teared his players a new asshole. And I don't blame him because Chelsea got embarrassed against Arsenal last night. And obviously, Liverpool got embarrassed against Everton tonight, losing. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Their season has completely fallen off a cliff. It kind of reminds me like what Arsenal did this time last year, where they just drifted away and yeah, their season just went to pot. It's as simple as that. Now, the same is happening to Liverpool, and it's happening at the worst time, on Jurgen Klopp's farewell tour. It really is. But as a Manchester United, just what do we need to do to improve, to make sure we do not keep conceding them goals? We need to be switched on all the time, because half the time tonight, we were not switched on. We absolutely were not switched on whatsoever. It's an absolute disgrace sometimes. The amount of space we're fucking allowing Sheffield United, nowhere near good enough, nowhere near sustainable. It's like half the time you had the whole fucking land of Manchester. It's just nowhere near good enough, is it? Just dear me. I'm still fuming with my team. I don't doubt it, Hayden Cox. That was a total embarrassment by the Saints last night, and I'm not surprised that you left after going 3-0 down, because what's the point in staying when it's literally game over? It's not good for the mental health, is it? And it's just the players do not deserve your support. But, you should be backing the players, Mr. Joshy J, not leaving the stadium when you're 3-0 down. Oh, shut up. Get in the bin, yeah. Absolutely get in the bin. If I was there watching a game where Southampton were 3-0 down, I would leave, because why should the players get given your support? Because if they're not fighting for the badge, what's the fucking point in staying? You may as well go home. Dear me. It's just like these fans. At least you ain't getting giddy because you won the game tonight, unlike some of your fans tonight. Yeah, I know, because I'm a realistic mate. I'm no Brown like fan. I'm no PR channel where we won the game, but I'm still putting the title on my match reaction that I am unhappy, because why should I be happy that we conceded 2 goals against the worst team in the Premier League? It's just like, how's that happened? Really, the aim should be keeping clean sheets against teams like this. No disrespect to Sheffield United, okay? I thought at times they played very, very well, but obviously when we upped the tempo, they kind of crumbled a bit under the pressure, which we do the same. Casemiro was poor again. I mean, he didn't do much, but to be fair, in the defence, I thought he absolutely, despite being played out of position, did make a couple of crucial blocks. So, yeah, I thought he's one of our better players tonight, to be honest. Certainly was not the worst player out on the pitch. Well, usually I call him number 8, but tonight I'm calling Bruno by his name, Bruno Fernandes, because again, he's put in yet another man in a match performance. I mean, in some ways, we got lucky to score another goal, because we got given a penalty. 21 is cool with PR, what he said. Yeah, I was speaking about that earlier, mate. That message you sent me, that 21 just tweeted that for his own PR and that, trying to get the fans on his side. No, fuck off. You need to leave this football club and take number 10 with you. It just goes to show how much better this Manchester United team is with how number 10 playing. But, Mr. Joshy J, number 10 has done good for the community. You should be happy about that. And what? It's irrelevant, because he's doing absolutely rubbish out on the pitch. So, yeah, anyone who thinks that needs to seriously have a word with themselves and get in the bin, yeah? Absolutely get in the bin. The sooner number 10 is out this football club, the better. We just need a complete fresh start by sacking this ball-trolled, you could win the trophy this season, Mr. Joshy J. Even if we did win the FA Cup, it's no guarantees it's going to save you your job, because look at Louis van Gaal. We missed out on Champions League despite winning the FA Cup, and he was still sacked. And Mourinho came in and replaced him. So fans getting giddy that the ball scrawled may be given time in that, I suggest you remain cautious, because there's no guarantees that he will not still be here next season. There's absolutely no guarantees. I'm not ready for the playoffs. It's my team bottle it in big games. Yeah, they do, mate. Look at Ipswich. You conceded right near the end against Ipswich. So, yeah, I think your team is going to struggle in the playoffs, to be honest. And I think it will get absolutely peak for you. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely peak for Southampton. But I'm going to catch up with the Merseyside Derby highlights later. I mean, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? How Liverpool's season is just completely falling apart. It really is. I can't believe the ball fraud was happy after the Coventry game and he called out the interviewers, which is not good from him. Yeah, he's only doing it, mate, to save his job. Over on the Mutants channel, the United stand and that, they will still be backing him. And Mark Goldfish the other day was still backing the Bald Fraud. He's blaming the players and not the Bald Fraud. That channel has absolutely lowered the standards at my football club. But you're only saying that for your PR, Mr. Joshy J. I tell you what, there's no PR on this channel. What I say on this channel, I just flat out say it how it is. If you like it, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. Absolutely do not care. Ganacho tonight, I thought he was decent. Wasn't outstanding though. He didn't really set the world on fire, but I thought he did okay still. I mean, bringing on Scott McTominay, I'm glad Scott McTominay came on because at the end of the day, he is a bit of a super sub. Yeah, I knew you like that, Hayden Cox. And what? But yeah, Ericsson, his legs are gone. We need to get rid of him. And obviously, Casemiro, I think his legs are gone. And certainly Varane as well. We just need a good old clear out just to get this football team back. Oh, excuse me, don't blame me. Blame the Stella Archer what I was drinking earlier. But anyway, I digress. Yes, there's just so many players we need to get rid of. We just need a fresh start with Ineos. I was watching Side TV stream yesterday. I sent him in a super chat and I told him the ball trawled must go. And he's the ball trawled out as well, which is great to see. And he said if Ineos keep the ball trawled on next season, he is Ineos out. And I think I will be as well. Definitely, because it would just show that Ineos have no minerals, the same as the Glazers, and they keep the ball trawled on. But who's available, Mr. Joshy J? There's plenty of elite managers available. Go and get me a Thomas Tuchel or someone like that. An elite manager who knows how to manage this football team. Unlike the fucking ball trawled who just, on the touchline, just hands on his hips like that, showing no personality whatsoever and walking out with press conferences as well. The guy is an absolute clown. He is one of the worst managers ever. But he has the highest winning percentage, Mr. Joshy J. And what? Yeah? The performances this season have been nowhere near good enough. And how many times have we got out of jail this season? Like on Sunday against Coventry City in the FA Cup, we got out of jail. So fans getting giddy in that we got a good manager in that. We don't have a good manager. It's just how shit our teams have been in the Premier League this season. Why we've got out of jail. Chelsea being shit. Newcastle being shit. West Ham being shit. So it just goes to show how inconsistent other teams have been, because really, come to think of it, Manchester United should be in Chelsea's position. But be positive, Mr. Joshy J, that you're in the higher position than what the league table suggests. Oh, get in the bin, yeah. Seriously, get in the bin. You are part of the problem in this fan base who think that, honestly. There's just so many idiots just getting giddy about these wins and results. The ball trawled is going to stay on, apparently, but he's getting his wage deducted by 25%. Who knows what's going to happen, Hayden Cox? But Ineos need to show minerals and get rid of the ball trawled, because we can do so much better. We really can. But what's the plan then, Mr. Joshy J? It could get worse for you. Could get peak for you. Yes, I know it could get peak, but I'm willing to take a risk. Now, there are plenty good managers out there. We just need to find the right one what matches the Manchester United criteria. And maybe we need a new defensive coach as well, because half the time this season, the defending has been nowhere near good enough. But it's the injuries, Mr. Joshy J. I mean, how many times are fans going to use injuries as an excuse? I know it's injuries, so it's part and parcel of football, isn't it? Unfortunately, you get injuries in football. It's just, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And as a team, you need to handle it. Play players out of position. But players struggle. They play out of position, Mr. Joshy J. Again, that's another poor excuse. Just completely glossing over the poor performances this season. And fans getting giddy that we won the penalty shootout against Coventry. It's like, do me a fucking favour, yeah? Where are your standards? Seriously. Instead of being up here, they're down here. Because the mutants on the PR channels and the fake accounts as well absolutely lowered the standards of my football club. It's an absolute joke and a disgrace. And it's absolutely jarring to listen to these excuses. It's like the other day, someone suggested on the PR channel, the Mutant channel, on Mark Goldfish channel, that we should bring in Thomas Frank as manager. And Mark Goldfish went, right, can the moderators ban this guy immediately, please? I mean, where the fuck is freedom of speech? I mean, if you said that on my channel, I wouldn't agree with you, but I would welcome your opinions. This is the difference between a non-PR channel and a PR channel. Even if I do get out of his levels, I would still welcome opinions on this channel because I'm not paid by the football club like what the PR channels are. But why have you called number 10 a virus? Because it just goes to show, mate, that we are a much better team without him. And half the time, the passing was so much more better tonight and a lot more fluid. It really was without number 10 in the team. Maguire, I thought times he was quite quiet, but he did score a good header and he won us a penalty as well. So I do see a bit of positives. I really do. We will get onto the player ratings a bit later. But any Manchester United fans watching, let me know down below. Are you still a fan of the bald ruled, or do you want the bald ruled out? I said something you're thinking, oh, Mr. Joshy J, you want the bald ruled out. You're only saying that for your own PR. Absolutely. What a load of fundamental bollocks, right? Because I've been the bald ruled out ever since we got knocked out in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle back in November. It's just like, why should I back this manager just because he got us to 2 finals last season? We've been absolutely trash this season. And like I say, the mutants like to make myself a side TV, Lee Gunner, Johnny Membrels, Jez, the Arsenal history and more easy targets because they're jealous because we seek the truth and they don't like it. And these pathetic keyboard warriors don't have anything better to do than just type in absolute bollocks. It's like, what happens if you type in any bollocks on this channel? You're out of here immediately. But you're only doing that for your own PR. No, I'm not doing it for my own PR. It's because I want a nice, friendly community. It's as simple as that, because on this channel, we speak the truth, and I welcome opinions that if you're going to be a knobhead, you're out of here faster than going to say, but, But then you're just Lee Gunner 2.0, Mr. Joshy J. Far from it. I am no Lee Gunner 2.0 because, number one, I don't smoke. And number two, I don't keep drinking on streams like what he does. But you sound the same as him, Mr. Joshy J. You're just copying him. And I like to point out, he is one of my subscribers. If you don't believe me, I will link at some point the video to where he subscribed to my channel. So he is part of the Mr. Joshy J army, which is absolutely fantastic. You was one of the first people to call the ball ruled out. And Saeed Tini, mate, really, the both of us were the first two to say it. Because Saeed Tini is my favourite Manchester United YouTuber. Like before the United Stands became a PR channel, I used to love the United Stands, and now it's unwatchable. It really is. And because they're paid by the football club, this is why they talk rubbish and not the truth, because they'll know they won't get paid by the football club if they say the truth. So if the football club pay them to what the football club want them to say, they will carry on saying it. They won't speak the truth. Where on this channel, I like to talk the truth. And the Mr. Joshy J army is growing, and I cannot thank you enough for that. While you are watching live, make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel, and please subscribe to my football channel as well. Link is pinned on top in the live chat. And obviously on my football channel, I'm going to do a shorts reaction of the Merseyside derby. I'm going to catch up with the highlights, then I will upload that at some point because, yeah, it's unbelievable. Ineos will back the Bulls ruled, I think. Well, you know what's going to happen? I will be Ineos out, mate. And especially if we get that waistcoat wanker in charge, Gareth Southgate or Kieran McGregor, just going for cheap options, I will be Ineos out. But, Mr. Joshy J, Ineos have attended more matches than the Glazers already. And what? If they do shit, I will call them out. If they're not good enough in the job, I will call them out. I couldn't care less if they attended more matches than the Glazers. I want them to rebuild this football club. I want them to get ruthless. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's just absolutely unbelievable. If we do keep him on, then I'm sorry, Ineos got absolutely no standards whatsoever. Then we will call Ineos out. And if you like it, great. Cry, I don't care. Generally, do not care. It's as simple as that. But the Glazers, we know they are part of the issue. They've destroyed this football club the last 10 years, and one of them had the fucking cheek to be at Wembley on Sunday. You only turn up when you want to, where Ineos, they go to many more games. But yeah, the Glazers are absolutely destroyed this football club because they don't care about us. All they care about is the money, and Tampa Bay putting all the money into their American football team. They couldn't care less about us. They really couldn't. But they spent a lot of money, Mr. Joshy J. Yes, they spent a lot of money, but on absolute shite. The recruitment the last 10 years has been terrible in this football club, and they need to take responsibility. Ed Woodward needs to take responsibility, and Richard Arnold as well. He needs to take responsibility, and the director who has just left the football club after 10 years, he needs to take responsibility. I mean, Jason Wilcox, it's good in that we signed him as the new director, but the problem is, is he going to bring in too many younger generation players, just like what he's done over at Southampton? Because if we bring in too many younger generation players and offload all like experienced players, we are going to be in the shitter and being the same as Chelsea until the team starts gelling. It could get absolutely peak for us. So while it's good to bring in younger players, you need to make sure young players and older players. It's like if we just had a team with older players, you'll get found out. If you had a team with just younger players, you will get found out. While our goalkeeper has been good recently, been improving in that, he's let himself down massively tonight. Honestly, it's nowhere near good enough. So I am going to get onto the player ratings now, people. Let's start off with Mr. Banana. Oh, and you're new to my player ratings. If you've been watching my player ratings during the season, what I do is I give the starting 11 a rating, the Bulls ruled a rating for his team selection, the substitutes a rating, and the team for their performances during the whole game. Now, if you like my ratings, great. If not, then I'm not bothered one bit because I am back for the next game against Burnley in the Premier League. So, right, let's start off with Mr. Banana, Andre Onana. Andre Onana, 4. Yes, I give Andre Onana a 4. That was such a shocking error. Why on earth would you kick it back to one of the Sheffield United players? All you had to do was fucking kick it out the field and you get hit straight back to the Sheffield United player and let it go in. Nowhere near sustainable. I've been giving you huge credit recently, but you fucking let yourself down tonight, mate. Honestly, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Diego Dello, I'm going to give him an average 6. I mean, I didn't think he did a lot wrong, but I don't think he had the best of games. So Cersei was not the worst player out on the pitch. Did make a couple crucial blocks and also put the ball in the net, but because the penalty was given, obviously the referee wouldn't give it as a goal. So he gave the penalty instead, which was the right thing to do because he already gave the penalty. Casemiro, 6. Yes, I give Casemiro a 6. Again, didn't really set the world on fire, but I thought he did all right playing out a position, in the centre back position. So I thought that's solid by Casemiro. When he did a decent job, he did a decent job. So fair play to Casemiro, yeah? Like I say, recently he's been very poor, and at times he was again tonight, but when you needed him out position, he still got back in the most crucial stages. So, yeah, that's why I'll give him a 6. Harry Maguire, 7. Yes, I'll give Harry Maguire a 7 because he scored that header to make it 1-1 and won us the penalty as well. I don't think he did much during the game, but because he scored that goal, the header, and the penalty, that's why I'm going to be giving him a 7, which I think that's a very, very fair score for Harry Maguire. I really do. And Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 5. I mean, I thought he was caught out of position a couple of times, and I don't think he had a very good game at all. So, wasn't the worst player on the pitch, but was not the best. So, that's why I'm mainly going to give Wan-Bissaka a 5. And obviously, was at fault for giving away that penalty against Coventry City on the Sunday. So, yep, not the best of performances. Christian Eriksen, 5. I mean, what on earth does this player offer? He offers absolutely nothing to this Manchester United team whatsoever. He's so slow. He keeps passing the ball sideways. We just need to get rid of him, man. His legs are gone. Put him out of his misery. Kobe Mainu, 7. Yes, I give Kobe Mainu a 7. Again, I thought he's absolutely superb. And he's trying for the football club because he's always playing for the badge because he cares about that badge. Unlike others, he just get paid the fucking big bucks and don't care about the football club. But he's always putting his neck on the line and going forward. He's just a brilliant talent, Kobe Mainu, and I really hope it continues for him. I really do. The captain, usually I call him number 8, but how good he was again tonight, I'm going to call him his name, Bruno Fernandes. The captain, I am going to give him a 8. My man of the match by a country mile. Again, what a shift. Moving forward, passing the ball brilliantly. he's on real good form at the moment, Bruno. So fair play, absolutely fair play. I'm not his biggest fan, and I don't think he should be Manchester United captain. But it's like he's doing a decent job recently. So fair play. Do I think he should be captain still? No, I believe someone else should be captain. But the last couple of games, he's not had to go to the referees so much. So is this the turning point for Bruno? Is he maturing, or is he going to fall back to his old ways? But certainly doing a decent job at the moment. 21 2. Shocking. I mean, what the actual fuck was that 21? And like I said, he should not have even been on the pitch, because after what he did to Coventry City, couldn't care less if he apologised on Twitter or whatever he did. He should have been heavily punished for what he did to the opposition against Coventry, and tonight offered absolutely nothing. So 2 for 21. Nowhere near good enough. So, yep. Garnacho on the left wing. I'm going to give him an average 6, because I didn't think he had his best game tonight, but I don't think he had the worst game ever. Did make a couple of runs into box. Once was a bit of a greedy bastard. He should have crossed it into his teammates, and instead took a shot from a tight angle, and obviously Quadriham saved it, where at times I thought Quadriham was brilliant for Sheffield United tonight. I really did. So fair play to that Sheffield United goalkeeper. Even though he conceded score in the end, I thought at times he's really good tonight, Quadriham. But yeah, not the best of games like Garnacho, I'm not going to lie. And finally, on to Rasmus Højlund. I'm going to give him an average 6. Yes, he scored a good goal, and it's great to see him back scoring the goals and that. The movement was good, but at times I still thought he's a bit lazy, and he could have moved around a bit more. But what's he meant to do, Mr. Joshy J, when he's not given the surface? Yes, I know he's not given the surface, but he needs to start helping himself more. This is a thing. This is another reason why the PR channels talk absolute bollocks, because they just want you to believe in what they're saying. And I believe Højlund needs to be doing much more. The surface is irrelevant. As a player, you need to be doing much more. And we need to see much more of Højlund moving around. It's as simple as that. Substitutions. Scott McTominay, I'll give him an average 6. I thought he did okay. Haned Diano, 6. I thought he did okay as well. Obviously, this 18-year-old kid's come on, who had 84 on the back of his shirt. I'll give him an average 6 as well. That was a solid debut. The ball ruled for the team selection, 6 out of 10. I was not happy to see 21 in the starting lineup at all. He should have been punished, left out in the team. But stop bullying this manager, Mr. Joshy J. No, because he's a bully to these players. This is another reason why we need to bin him off in the summer, because he's calling out with so many players. But player power's winning, Mr. Joshy J. Yes, I know that, but these players do not like the ball ruled. So get rid of the ball ruled. This is what I mean. We need to get rid of him. Just have a fresh start. The team's performance. Now, obviously, to take things into consideration, the goals we scored were very good, but obviously conceding 2 goals against the worst team in the Premier League is just not sustainable. So for that reason, the team's performance, 5 out of 10 I'm going to get it. Like I say, if you like these ratings, great. Not then, I'm not bothered one bit, because I am back for a preview tomorrow for the Burnley game. I'm going to do the match reaction on Saturday, and I'll probably do another emergency meeting on Saturday evening. And then, yep, as Manchester United had quite a few games recently, now there is a Monday night game coming up against Crystal Palace in early May, which that means I will be able to do a live watch-along for that one. So if you're around that night, please join me against Crystal Palace, because I will be going live for that game as it's on the Monday night, which is absolutely fantastic. Because if Manchester United matches are on a Monday night, I can do live watch-alongs and look, Burnley is not going to be an easy game, is it? You know, let's have it right. They're at the bottom of the league as well, so no doubt they're going to be giving us a good game. But do I expect us to get the job done? Of course I am expecting us to get the job done. But anyway, I am going to wrap this up in a couple minutes, people. So if you are watching live, let me know down below who you would give man of the match. I'll no doubt give Bruno Fernandes man of the match tonight. I thought he did absolutely superb. And I thought our worst player on the pitch was 21. I mean, you could argue and say Eriksen was bad as well. Them two were definitely terrible. But yeah, 21 for me was the worst player out on the pitch. Yeah, Bruno man match. Completely agree with you, Hayden Cox. But thank you for all your support recently. I mean, as this is quite late, I wasn't expecting many to join tonight, but anyway, thanks for your company anyway, Hayden Cox. You're the only one in the live chat tonight. Quite a few people have been watching though, the views have been quite high, so even if you haven't comment, thank you for joining me this evening. Anyway, thank you. Good night.